the crown prince was still circling in the void. Seated on Xiao Tian's shoulder, Xiao Yuer pointed to the cracks in the void, indicating that she had seen this thing 3 times already. Dragon Ridge, beside them, felt helpless. He quietly asked Xiao Tian if he could take a longer route to align it more with the remembered one. Xiao Tian smiled and said it was okay, he wasn't in a hurry. Xiao Tian added a playful remark, if you still can't find it after this, I'll send you to meet the old man emperor in hell. Xiao Yuer chimed in, if I were you, I'd be grateful for my father's kindness. The father-daughter duo bantered, leaving Dragon Ridge speechless. Seeing the old man at a loss for words, Xiao Yuer immediately offered a sincere smile from the bottom of her heart. Dragon Ridge was completely confused. Was Xiao Yuer really not his illegitimate daughter? After this threat, Xiao Yuer did not make any more mistakes. The barriers of the bipolar realm and the domain world were directly shattered. 3 figures like shooting stars abruptly descended from the sky and arrived on top of a mountain. Xiao Tian moved his body and looked at Dragon Ridge beside him, saying, it seems that giving you a bit of pressure works. Dragon Ridge lowered his head, thinking, this bit of pressure is related to my life. Xiao Yuer, sitting on Xiao Tian's shoulder, floated up, tilting her head, and asked, Daddy, what should we do next? Xiao Tian smiled and replied, let's go to the Dongyan Empire and have a heart-to-heart talk with their emperor. Then, Xiao Tian sensed the atmosphere and sounds coming from this world. Based on the information obtained from Lu Outyin, Xiao Tian focused on listening to the movements in the Dongyan Empire's imperial city in the distance. After a while, he felt there was no sign of human activity. It was too strange. Xiao Tian decided to lead the two towards the Dongyan Empire's imperial city in the front, feeling a sense of urgency. Before long, Xiao Yuer widened her eyes in confusion. How could such a large city be completely empty? The streets on both sides of the entire imperial city seemed slightly disordered, with signs of struggle apparent. Dragon Ridge commented, it seems that the citizens here have been taken away. And just now, I investigated the surroundings and found that the imperial city is intact and hasn't been damaged. It should have been voluntarily closed. Xiao Tian, at this moment, looked at a candied hawthorn on the ground with small bite marks. It was too abnormal. Soon after, they soared into the sky and headed towards the headquarters of the Heavenly Mechanism Pavilion. In no time, they arrived at the headquarters following the information provided by Lu Outyin. However, there was the same eerie silence. As if planned, the Heavenly Mechanism Pavilion's headquarters was empty as usual. Meanwhile, within the Great Flame Imperial Dynasty in the southern wilderness, Luofanai was examining the intelligence. She marveled at how the Heavenly Mechanism Pavilion had mobilized a floating island to fly over. Empress Ziruoyan disdainfully commented, they want to enjoy the sight of my desperate situation. Luofanai shrugged and said, it's suspicious to have so many people watching, but no matter what they're plotting, we'll fight to the end. Empress Ziruoyan added, regardless of their plans, we'll persist and fight. Ziruoyan Mayer rubbed her forehead, looking at Luofanai, who was always eager for a fight. Luofanai approached Ziruoyan Mayer, putting her arm around her shoulder, and said, don't worry. We'll give you a good fight when the time comes. Just then, the crown prince, the national emblem, slowly hovered over the table, emitting a dazzling light.